Hey there, it is me, Lisa Lillian, also known as Hungry Girl. I am here live in my kitchen. How are you guys? It is Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day. We have Lauren in the house.
Woo!
Are you in the room yet? Oh, there's Jamie. Jamie's in the house.
I'm in now.
You're in. Good. You thought you were getting shut out, didn't you? So I am here in my kitchen. I know you guys are excited because I am going to be making yet another coffee drink. I have to say, the coffee drinks have become really popular. I didn't realize it. Who knew? People love coffee, and you know, people love protein as well. And I was like, why not combine the two? Like the idea of a protein shake, people make them at home all the time. And if you're making shakes at home, I hear from people who are like, yeah, I make shakes. I use a scoop or two of protein powder and a frozen banana and 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. And the next thing you know, you have like a shake that has 300 or 400 or 500 calories. And it's a little bit crazy. It's like a lot of times it's more calories than an actual meal where you're chewing food and eating a lot. So I always try to make these beverages really calorie friendly, and this one in particular I love because it has 11 grams of protein, and you get your coffee for that boost of energy, and then you get the protein boost as well, which is just, it makes it so much better. Lauren, you had this drink the other day, right? Mm-hmm. I gave it to you and you loved it. I'm gonna make you one later. It is so good and so delicious, so I just figured, you know what? I know today is a holiday, and I hope you're enjoying your holiday, and whatever you do, you're being safe and socially distant, and that also we're paying tribute to our fallen heroes, because that's what we do on Memorial Day. But at the same time, you're gonna need a boost of energy, right? So that's what I'm gonna give you right now with this coffee drink. So today I'm making a caramel vanilla protein swappuccino. Caramel vanilla protein swappuccino. A swappuccino, get it, a play on words for Frappuccino. I've been making these probably for 15 years. And I'm giving away some prizes. Woohoo! Are you excited about the prizes? I made this, okay, look, it says, it's coffee o'clock. Do you see that? Do you like that? Hey, Chattanooga. La, da, da. All right, it's coffee o'clock. I made this with my scratch art. You can get this scratch art pad thingy. It's like a stack of paper that comes with wooden sticks. You can get these on Amazon. And I made that just for you, and you could win that today. Also up for grabs, Hungry Girl measuring spoons. What do we have? Hungry Girl measuring spoons. You could win these. So the way you're gonna win is the same way you always win. You can comment, click like, click hearts, answer my questions. I've got a bunch of trivia. Some of it has to do with Memorial Day. Some of it has to do with coffee. Some may have to do with protein. There's just a lot of questions, so put your thinking caps on. It doesn't matter if you get the answers right or wrong. That's the beauty of being here, because just by being here and answering questions, you have the chance to win at random measuring spoons or my beautiful artwork. But now we're gonna get into making this wonderful drink that you are gonna love, because it is delicious and it's protein packed, and I'm telling you, it's not gonna make you feel jittery. It's gonna give you the boost that you need protein wise and caffeine wise. So we're gonna start with instant coffee. Now, I like to use this instant coffee, but also I am a big fan of this Veranda Via or any of the Starbucks Via drinks. I love them. But you're gonna use a tablespoon or 1 packet of the Via. So I'm gonna use this instant coffee. Hi, Lolly. I have Lolly here wandering around. Hi, Lolly. All right, tablespoon of instant coffee. And then to that, we're gonna add 1 sweetener packet. I like to use Truvia because it is stevia based, so it's natural, but you can use whatever sweetener you like. And then for some vanilla flavor, because this is gonna be a caramel vanilla, I like to use this Coffee Mate powder. I don't recommend using the liquid because you don't get the same bang for the calorie buck. With this, you only need a couple of teaspoons to get a lot of flavor and creaminess, and so I recommend using this. A lot of people are like, hey, I don't know that I like that because it's not natural and it has some ingredients you may not like. If you want to use a natural powdered creamer or one that's not vanilla, you can do that too. I like actually layered coconut creamer. That's the one that Lauren uses here. She's vegan and that's natural. So we're going to use 2 teaspoons of this creamer. which is powdered. And then a little bit of cinnamon, so like an eighth of cinnamon. A few dashes. Boop. If you like more cinnamon, you can add more cinnamon. Cinnamon is great. It's so good for you. Hi, people. Are you having fun? Thank you. I know you guys love these spoons. I'm so sorry that you can't buy the measuring spoons. So it's unfortunate that you can't buy the measuring spoons, but you can win them here. So that's exciting. So in this glass, we've got the coffee, we've got the cinnamon. Now we're gonna put the protein powder. Now let's talk a little about protein powder. I love Tara's Whey protein powder. To me, this protein powder not only has great flavor. Here are all the positives about this protein powder. It's the one that you can find almost everywhere. The calorie count is great. So a serving has 110 calories. We're only gonna use 2 tablespoons today, which is actually half a serving. So you're only getting 55 calories from this protein powder. You find it everywhere, it tastes great, and it packs a great protein punch. So a serving of this has 22 grams of protein. We're using half of it, half a serving. And you know, it's hard because protein powders, all the scoops are different sizes and you need different amounts and there's different calorie counts. This one packs a lot of protein. You get a lot of bang for your calorie buck. So if you have this at home, you should know the scoop that comes in there is actually 2 tablespoons. So if you want to just use 1 scoop, you can, but if not, you fill up 2 tablespoons. Okay. So what do we have in here? We have our coffee, our protein powder, our creamer, our sweetener, our cinnamon. Beautiful. That's all our dry coffee ingredients. Now we want to dissolve this. Because this is going to be a blended drink and you're going to make it and it's going to be icy and delicious. If you want to make it and just pour it over ice, let's say you don't have a blender or your blender is broken or you have no electricity today, you could just pour this coffee over ice and you'll be good to go. But I'm gonna blend it today, but before we do anything, we have to dissolve it. It's very important that you use very hot water to dissolve this, otherwise you're gonna get lumps of creamer and coffee. You won't like it. So 2 ounces, you probably can't see me, but trust me, I'm over here by the sink. And we're gonna use 2 ounces of hot water. What's going on over there? Are you guys doing anything today? Are you going out? Staying home? You going to the beach? The beaches are open here, but there are so many rules. Like you have to wear masks. Do you know you have to wear masks on the beach here? You have to wear masks on the beach. You can't sit on a blanket. You can take a walk. You can swim. What do you do if you're walking on the beach and you have a mask and then you go in the ocean? What do you do with your mask? You need a waterproof. Do those work? Anyway. Do you guys have any questions so far? I'm dissolving my ingredients in here.
Can you use regular coffee?
Yes, you can use regular coffee. I bet Jamie has a way to, she has like the special recipe for, if you have brewed coffee at home, I don't have the exact answers now, but you can use brewed coffee. But I have to say, I really like the way the instant coffee tastes because it packs more of a coffee punch. If I brew my coffee, I make it super strong if I want to use it in drinks like this. So
It smells like coffee.
it doesn't it? Wait, right there it smells like coffee. So I've been dissolving this for like 3 hours, which you don't really have to do. I'm just doing that. Wait, but I want to ask you a trivia question. Okay. So today is Memorial Day. It was not always called Memorial Day. This holiday used to have a different name. Do you know what the name of this holiday was and why it was named that? This is gonna be it's a little bit of a history class today, Lauren. Are you excited? Lauren didn't really know any of my questions today, and by the way, she got 1, no, you got 2 right, actually.
Yeah.
All right, so anyway, think about this and tell me if you know what it used to be called. Tell me, because it's an interesting thing. By the way, if you don't get Hungry Girls Daily emails, you need to subscribe because you get recipes like this almost every single day. All right, now we are gonna add the milk. My milk of choice, as you probably know by now, if you know me and you pay attention to my videos, is Almond Breeze Unsweetened Vanilla. I love this because it tastes great and creamy, and it packs so much flavor and creaminess for hardly any calories. 8 ounces of this stuff, 30 calories. Today, we're only gonna use 4 ounces, so we need a half cup.
Jamie said for regular coffee, brew it super strong and leave out the water in the recipe. Chill if possible.
Okay. Well, but then how do you dissolve everything? You can't leave out the water in the recipe.
You can dissolve it separate.
But then, well, then use 2 ounces of hot coffee and then some chilled coffee. I don't know. I don't want to give you wrong information. If you can't leave out the water in this recipe because if you use cold coffee, you can't dissolve it. And that's the only water in the recipe. Anyway, we're going to get that answer to you. All right, so we've got, this is 4 ounces of unsweetened vanilla almond milk.
Lots of people are guessing it right.
Wait, you're guessing what? That it was Decoration Day. Do they know why it was Decoration Day?
Yeah, people are saying because the soldiers' graves were decorated.
Yes, they would decorate the soldiers' graves with flowers and call it Decoration Day. And that is also why this holiday is in May. Because the weather's nice and the flowers are in bloom and you could decorate nicely. And by the way, Memorial Day used to only honor people who lost their lives in the Civil War. And then they changed it to encompass all of the American wars. And in 1971, it became an actual holiday. So there you go. That's your history lesson for the day. Now I'm going to give you one other question that is more fun and a little disgusting. What person in history used to drink their coffee with champagne and mustard? Champagne and mustard. Someone in history used to drink their coffee with champagne and mustard. That is so disgusting. I am not judgy, but I don't think that there's like any argument about that. It's gross. Someone's barking. Someone's Lolly or Bam Bam, they're upset that this person used to drink their coffee with champagne and mustard. Jamie, do you want to guess who that is? All right. So I've got all of my ingredients, I believe, I hope, in this cup over here. And the ingredients are as follows. It's 4 ounces of unsweetened almond breeze vanilla. Oh wait, no, my caramel. Here it is. All right, this ingredient, I have to tell you, is so important. It is hard to find extracts that taste amazing. Watkins extracts are the absolute best. If you don't know Watkins, I usually order mine on Amazon. Their caramel extract, I wish you could sniff it. It smells a little like butterscotch, or like melted sugar daddies. I just love it. It is such a great ingredient. I have like 6 bottles of this. You use 1/2 teaspoon of this caramel extract. If by any chance you don't have caramel extract at home, I'm gonna tell you what you can substitute. You can use vanilla extract, which will just give it more vanilla flavor, and then you won't have a caramel latte, you'll have an extra vanilla-y vanilla latte. If you have hazelnut and you like the flavor of hazelnut, you'll have a hazelnut vanilla latte. So you can, whatever, maple. If you don't have this caramel, you can use other flavors. Oh wow, yes, Barbara. Frederick the Great drank his coffee with champagne and mustard. Now the question is, who the heck is Frederick the Great? When I read that this morning, I was like, who is that? And then I felt really ignorant, and then I Googled it, and now I know who he is. So do you know who Frederick the Great is? If he's so great, why don't we know him? What the heck? All right, so I'm gonna use my little bullet today instead of a blender. So it's going in the bullet with, you're gonna use about 1.5 cups of ice. Oh wait, Lauren, do you want to get me some whipped cream out of the fridge? I think I'm going to put whipped cream on this. All right, so there's my ice. It's about 1.5 cups of ice. It really depends on how icy you want it. Like honestly, if you like very slushy drinks, use a little more ice. If you like your drink just to be very cold, you could use a little bit less ice. But whatever it is, this concoction, thank you. This concoction has 11 grams of protein and 110 calories. Look at it go! Yes. Look at the bullet work its magic. Okay. I really need this. I'm dragging this morning. I'm gonna drink this and I'm gonna be full of protein, full of caffeine. Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, that smells caramelicious. Can you smell it? Can you smell it? Lauren, you can smell it, right? It smells like coffee. Okay. There it is. It's going in the glass. It's the perfect texture. Hopefully it's the right amount. Ooh, looks good. All right, I'm gonna put a little whipped cream on it. I'm gonna use I don't know if you guys know about this. It's 10 calories for 2 tablespoons. So this is Ready Whip. It's non-dairy almond whipped cream. And this is gonna turn this into about 120 calories from 110. But I think it's totally worth it. Okay, I'm gonna taste it. I will describe it to you. Wow, this is so much better than anything I get at Starbucks, honestly.
hungry-girl.com/live for the recipe.
Okay, if you want this recipe and all the recipes that I make here in my kitchen, you can go to hungry-girl.com/live. I am going to recap what is in this, and I'm going to ask you more questions. Wait, do I owe you an answer? Oh, Frederick the Great. Do they know who it is?
One person I saw got it.
He was the King of Prussia. King of Prussia in the 1700s. For like 46 years. He was like that's what made him so great. He was king for 46 years, right?
Oh, that's a long time.
And then Lauren was like, what's Prussia? Is it like Poland and Russia? And I was like, it's not like Benefer. It's not like a couple that's like 2 merged countries. It was actually part of Germany. And now it is Germany. So it was, I don't know anything about geography or history. So I know everything about recipes. All right, I'm gonna recap this recipe right now. I started by taking a tablespoon of instant coffee. To that, I added a sweetener. I added 2 teaspoons of this French vanilla coffee mate powder, which you can use whatever non-dairy or dairy, whatever non-dairy powdered creamer you have, 2 teaspoons, 1 sweetener packet, 2 tablespoons of my bourbon vanilla Tara's Way, which I absolutely love, 1/8 of cinnamon, which just gives it a gorgeous flavor. Then I dissolved that in 2 ounces of water. Then I added 4 ounces of my unsweetened vanilla almond breeze, 1/2 teaspoon of this magical caramel extract, which hopefully we'll be linking you to. Put it all in a blender, blended it up with 1.5 cups of ice, and ended up with this beautiful situation right here that I'm drinking. If you want this recipe, go to hungry-girl.com/live. You will see this, I think, is my 44th or my 45th video. So since we've been in quarantine, I decided to start cooking from my house a lot. And this is number 40 or 45. So there are a lot of great recipes. If you haven't seen them, this is the first time seeing me, you can check it out. You can go and watch them all and make a lot of great things. And I'm gonna ask you, by the way, another question. Which country produces 1/3 of all the world's coffee? There's one country that produces more coffee than any country. Do you know what it is? Keep answering because I am giving out prizes, okay? And the way to get that prize is by answering wrong or right. Yep. Again, for this recipe, one of the most important things you need to remember is dissolve, dissolve, dissolve. All of your powdered, your dry ingredients dissolve in hot water before you put in your blender. Otherwise, it's gonna be lumpy. I know Amy's just saying every time she watches the video, she has to run to the store, but that's okay. So the country that produces the most coffee is Brazil. By the way, if you get a caramel frappuccino at Starbucks, you're looking at, even just for like the grande, which is probably around this size or a little bit smaller actually, with no whip, is about 260 calories and like 50 grams of sugar. So you are really saving here, honestly. So it's worth making this at home. I highly recommend it. Let me know if you make it and you love it. Let me know what you think. And if you have any questions, post them here. We will answer them. Again, good luck. I hope you win a prize. Winners will be chosen at random by Gina. She's going to contact you if you won. And I think that's it. Anything else going on there, Lauren, before we sign off?
I don't think so.
All right, we are good. You have a great Memorial Day. You should rest and relax a little if you can, okay? And I'll be back this week with a few more recipes, so don't miss that. In the meantime, sign up for the daily emails.
Wait, did you answer the trivia question?
I think so. Oh no, maybe I didn't. Wait, what's the country? Maybe I didn't. It's Brazil. Thank goodness you said it. It's Brazil. The country is Brazil. Whew. You guys would have been so upset all day if you were like, what the heck is the country? I mean, you could have Googled it, but anyway, that's your answer. All right, I'm gonna go have a day and relax. So you do the same. I am Lisa Lillian, also known as Hungry Girl. Till next time, chew the right thing.